So if you're watching this video, it's either you're planning to come to the UK or you are already in the UK as an international student. In fact, this video is not just for international students. Everyone can consider this job. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about 6 part-time jobs. It might be more. So if this looks like what you're going to be interested in, then sit tight, watch from the beginning to the end. I believe it's going to help one. Hi everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for the support. Honestly, I really do appreciate. So on this channel, I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. So in today's video, like I titled it, 6 part-time jobs for international students. Like I said earlier, it's not just for international students. In fact, everybody can consider this job, or international and dependents can consider this job. Yes. So I'm going to be listing out these part-time jobs you all can consider. But before we talk about these part-time jobs, in the UK, before you start working here, you need your NI. Most employers ask for this NI. In fact, when you're filling their form, they'll ask for your NI. You need your NI to work here in the UK, and also you need a good CV to apply for this job. You know, this job varies, so you need a different format of CV to apply for each and every one of this job, because the job you apply for Mr. A will not be the same as job in Mr. B. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So yeah, you need a different CV. Any job you're doing in this country, just do it with dignity and respect. Look, nobody will be like, oh, this person is doing care job, this person is doing this and that. Look, I'm a Nigerian living here in the UK. I know what it's like back home. Be like, oh, like some person will be like, oh, this person is working as a this or that. Look, I'm trying to just explain something to you guys, and I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say, or you understand where I am heading into. In the UK, any job is job. Everybody will respect you regardless of what you are doing. Look, you're doing your own job, I'm doing my own job. I must not necessarily do what you're doing. I don't know if you understand the gist. So now, number one is this care job that is everywhere. Everybody's doing it. I feel like the reason why people apply for this care job is because it's so easy to get. Although some persons are complaining these days that they are not getting enough shift, and that is why you should watch this video to consider other jobs. I'm sure there are other jobs that you have never, thought of, oh, let me try this job, or let me try this or that one. So it's better you watch this video from beginning to the end so that you pick out 1 or 2 jobs that you can also consider. 2 on my list is off licensed stores. So now, what is off license stores? So if you're in the UK, there's some stores you see on the road. They write off license. So before I forget, international students, you're meant to work 20 hours. During holiday, you're meant to work as much as you want, isn't it? Yes. So you see all these off-license stores. Sometimes when you go to these stores, you see they write vacancies. You see on the stores, they write vacancies. So you can ask them, oh, can I apply for this job? Is this job still available? Even sometimes if they don't write it, you can even walk into the store and say, do you need a staff? Are you looking for someone to look after your store? Stuff like that. As an international student that is meant to work 20 hours, I'm sure some of these stores will happily recruit you. So let's say you're schooling, or let me just say from 8 to 2 or 8 to 3, then you work in the store, maybe 8 to 9 or 8 to 10. It just depends on how you and the owner of the store is going to work it out. So this off-license store, always check them out. Like if you're looking for any part-time job or even a side hustle as a dependent, if you're looking for something else to do, you can also check them out as something you should also consider in your area. So if it's not as if you're going somewhere far. Number 3, we have the cleaning jobs. So if you're looking for a part-time jobs, like I said again, because why I'm saying this is some person be like, why will I do cleaning job? Like, I'm not saying this is what you do for long. Sometimes you need this job to just pay bills. As soon as you settle down in the country, finish your education, I'm sure you get a better job. Even while studying, you can still get a better job. But these jobs are jobs you should consider maybe like as soon as you come into the country, before you start looking for other jobs that you wish to work. Or because some of this, maybe that kind of job you're looking for, they might probably want a full time. But with these little jobs you're doing, you get that little side hustle money, that little urgent 2K that you need to, pay bills, do small things. Look, I'm not saying they're going to pay you £2,000 per month. I'm just trying to say that you get, small money that you pay 1 or 2 things in your house before you get that your dream job. I don't know if you understand the gist. Yes. And some person also consider warehouse jobs. You can work for Amazon, you can work in JD Sports. I mean, yeah, warehouse. Especially those of you that live in Manchester, those of you that live in fact, it doesn't matter where you're living, there's always a train to go there before you get that dream job. Here in the UK, there's something we call minimum wage. In this 2023, the minimum wage is £10. Let me be sure. I need to get my phone. I don't want to make any mistake, please. So the national living wage for this year, 2023, is £10.42. So now, if you are between the age of 21 to 22, what you will earn is £10.18 at least. This is what you earn. Sometimes the employer might pay higher, but what your employer is supposed to at least pay you is £10.18. So the employer might pay you higher though, but it just depends. Like I said, this is the national minimum wage. So between the age of 21 to 22 is £10.18. And again, if you're between 18 to 20 is £7.49. Again, employer might pay you higher. So between 18 to 20 is £7.49. And between 16 and 17 is £5.28 pence. That is what you're being paid per hour. So now your employer might pay you higher. Yes. So this is UK national minimum wage. So if you're working, this is what your employer should at least pay you per hour. So now some employer might pay more, like I said. Fast forward, so I've seen what it's like. Before I had my kids in 2018, I did join this hospitality. I think I picked a shift twice. Not like picking a shift. When there's something they call you, be like, okay, they're playing a football match here in Huddersfield. Are you interested? Or they're playing a football match in Bradford. You all know I live in Huddersfield, so it's not far. Huddersfield to Bradford is not far. So sometimes some of this match can just be 6 hours match, and they pay maybe like £10. It just depends on the organization you work for. So this hospitality, sometimes if there's any function, maybe something happening here in the UK, or when they do the crowning of queen, whatever, there's so many activities going on. So the hospitality group will sometimes organize some set of people to do one or two things, maybe to stand on the door, or maybe to like serve something, just something anyway. So the hospitality take care of that. So sometimes they call you, are you available for this job in so place? So if you're available, they give you a call and then you go. And sometimes they even inform you ahead of time, maybe in 2 to 3 weeks before the function, they will let you know. So this hospitality is something you should also consider. So if there's any activity, you can go and make money. You can go and make money for like 6 hours, 7 hours. It just depends on you. So these are things you should also do. So why I'm sharing this is because lately some persons have been complaining about these care jobs, that there's no job. And I feel like there are other things you can also consider aside from this care job. That is why I said you can also consider these jobs. I don't know if you understand it. It says this hospitality, honestly, is not that bad, especially if you're an international student. If you're doing this 2 to 3 times in a week, I think it's okay for you. It's not bad. I think you should consider it. And the next on my list, we have the retail stores. So the retail store is like you working for JD store, like in the shop. Do you understand? So what you do in that store is like you show them around, you show people around, people, wanting to buy shoes, you just show them around the store, help them make decisions. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, is this shoe nice? Is this shoe nice? What do you think about this shoe? They'll be like, oh, this one fits you, this one do that one. So the retail stores are shops that you should also consider, like JD store, Sport Direct, B&M, H&M, Primark, all these stores, all these branded stores just mentioned. You can also consider checking them out. Even Tesco, where again, just check them out. Just check them out. I'm sure there are some vacancies for you. So the next on my list is something that is not really common for international students, but honestly, check this out. If you have a car or a bike, you can do this job. It does not even, in fact, if you just have a means to transport yourself from one place to another, you can do this job. So you see all these people like Just Eat, McDonald's, and all these stores, these little restaurants, they are always looking for delivery man, delivery woman, delivery lady, or whatever you can call it. They're always looking for someone to deliver food or, any type of item. So you can consider delivery if you are looking for a part-time job, because I know uni will not allow you to do what you want to do as when you want to do it. So at least after school, you can do these jobs. This job will definitely help you make some money. With the situation at hand, these are very expensive. You can also do that as a part-time if you're a dependent. Like if you have your own main job and you're just looking for another means to make another side hustle. So as a dependent, you can also consider this if you have a car or a bike, or any means that you can move from one place to another. You can consider delivery. If people make good money from this delivery, you can just budget yourself. You can budget yourself and say, I want to make £60 today from 6 to 7 or 6 to, I don't know, whatever time. Then when you make that amount of money you want to, you be like, okay, this is for the time I want to be working so days and so time. And honestly, it's something you should also consider. especially with the fact, like I say again, you're studying. Delivery is something you should consider. And another thing is this nanny job. Look, looking after people's kids is something you can also consider. There's so many people that are always looking for people to look after their kids as they are going to work and all of that. Nanny job is another job you should also consider. Look, all these jobs I listed, you will at least get the national minimum wage, which is £10.42. You see what I said? I can't even remember again. Yes, you get at least national minimum wage per hour. So if you're looking for a part-time job, you can also consider this nanny job as a part-time job. Whenever you want to do it, you just look after people's kids and all of that. Although sometimes it's negotiable. They'll be like, okay, if you're working at night when the kids are sleeping, we'll not pay this amount of money. What we'll pay is so amount. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because at night everybody is sleeping. It's just that they want someone that is above 18 in the house with the kids, isn't it? So it's not that hard. It's not even a difficult job. There's a difference between working during the day that that kids are disturbing and doing one or two things, but night, it's nothing, isn't it? Yeah. So that is just it. I feel the need to share this part-time job. I believe it's going to help one or two persons. And again, before I forget, working in a restaurant as a waiter is another job you should also consider. In this UK, they got lots of restaurants like all this pub. You can be a waiter, a waitress. You can just apply for this job as a part-time job. Like I said, this job are not things you do for a long time, but at least for the time being you get the money that you need. So check out all these restaurants, these pubs. They are also wanting waiter and waitresses, so you can also consider them. And so before I end this video, there's something I want to talk about. I used to get lots of messages like people telling me, oh, they are pregnant, they don't know if they can get this care job and all of that. Look, if you're pregnant, there's high chances that you can get the job. So do not be discouraged. The only problem here is that sometimes, as soon as they notice you're pregnant, even with the fact that they say there's no discrimination, sometimes they discriminate. Why? Because they are scared. You're pregnant and anything can happen. And as soon as something happens to you, it's going to be on that home or on that agency. So that is why, as soon as they realize that your tummy is coming out, you're pregnant, and you're not a permanent staff, they will honestly start reducing your shifts. Do you get? I feel like the job you can consider is customer service jobs, like all these work from home jobs. If you go on Indeed, you check out customer service job, work from home. Although sometimes they'll tell you work on site for some few weeks. I could remember a friend of mine was telling me that they told her to work for like 6 weeks or in their main office. After that, you start working from home. So if you are pregnant, you can also consider customer service job. If you have kids, except the kids are going to school. For me personally, with my children, I don't think I can do customer service job, like work from home customer service job, because they will stress me. Except, like I said, they are in school. Like except my kids are in school, then I can consider that kind of a job that I know that they will not disturb me. So if you don't have any child, you're pregnant, I think you should consider work from home customer service job. Check on Indeed, you see lots of job adverts. If you're working from home, you can work from anywhere, isn't it? So check out Indeed. I'm sure you get something for yourself. Well, we've come to the end of today's video. If you find this video informative and interesting, please do not forget to do the needful. Like, subscribe, and share my videos. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.